Hi, welcome back to my channel. Tracy here. So it seems from all the comments I have an overwhelming response to the corset journals, and that's the first very video that you want to play along with. So I'm going to do it in a series. I'm not going to do a whole journal in one day, it's just too much, and I've just swapped rooms. So I've got a bigger craft room, I still need to sort it, but we'll get the cover side of it sorted today. This by no means is my idea. I got it off Bohemian Crafting, I believe, on YouTube, so by all means look her up. You might find her step by step easier, but I just thought I'd have a play, general chit chat. So this kit that I'm using is from the lovely Parrish. It's called Steampunk Fairy. So I've printed out the Steampunk Fairy kit. It comes with some ephemera. I've also printed out a whole heap of her other kits that will match it. But anywho, let's get started. So what you'll need is one piece of cardstock, 12 by 12. Something that matches. I just grabbed something from the Tim Holtz pad. So you'll need one of those. You'll need an A4 sheet, the same size as what I've printed out on, and then fold it in half. So I believe that the US sizing is slightly different to what we have over here in New Zealand. If I fold this in half, it's 5 3/4. So I don't really tend to go with measurements. I've only done it for this time. So you'll see as I go along, I just guesstimate things. So I'm just lining that up. Hopefully I'm in frame, yeah. And I'm just going to move it up just slightly. So there's a bit of a lip around it, and I'm just going to go across the top. So just so there's a little bit at the top to protect the pages. And chop that off. Right, so next thing, you have to decide what side you want on the inside of your journal. I think I will have this on the inside, that on the out. So the next thing you're going to do with this piece of paper is score it. So we want to score at 5, 5 1/4, 5 1/2, 5 3/4, 6, and then every quarter till you go to 7. So that will give you 4 signatures. So you'll have a signature in that second one, signature in the 4th, signature in the 6th, and a signature in the 8th. You should have 9 lines going across there. So that's the only time you need your scoreboard. I will put that away. I'm a bit disorganised, like I said. I'm not sure whether I did actually say. I've just swapped craft rooms, so I've gone out and brought it. Well, actually, my partner went out and brought me a brand new table, so I've got 2 tables in here. So all I'm doing is folding every second. The one that I'm not folding is where the signature will go into. Doesn't need to be bone folded. Don't worry about that at this stage. Right. So that's the outside, that's the inside, and you can clearly, I hope, see the markings. So next what you'll need to do is find the material you want to use. So I have some material that I'll move this one over because I've already sewn this. I don't want to sew online. I'm not a very good sewer. I'd probably be the only one out there that failed school C sewing miserably. So I've only just recently taught myself how to sew, to be honest. So pick out the material. Don't worry if it's creased or anything like that. You're not going to see it. So I wouldn't even be bothered ironing it. One thing that I did do when I first started making these was when I sewed having this facing up to me. Now it's a bit silly really because you can't see the edge of the paper. So sew from this side and just go all around the outside and then go along with your scissors and just trim it off. So I hope you've all been having a fantastic weekend. We've got lovely blue skies here. Actually, it's really hot here at the moment. Hot for me. I don't really like the summer. But I guess it's hot because I've been swapping the rooms around and for the last 2 days. I've got a pile up of things behind me, but it's fantastic. I've got so much more room. Got 2 more sets of drawers, so I'll be able to be really organised. Right. So how many of you bought the same kit, I wonder? Or whether you're just using a kit that you've had lying around that you've wanted to use. Right. So that's basically the cover. The first part of the cover. So what we're going to do is set this aside and then we're going to work on the chipboard. So for this chipboard, because this was 5 3/4 across, I want 4 3/4 across, and I want to come, so what I do, I'm just giving you rough measurements. Basically what I'm doing is making sure that it's an inch smaller than what my half was, and this half, and then I'm lining it up with the stitching so you can see the stitching. Hopefully that makes sense. So like I said, I eyeball it a lot of the time. So that will just sit in the middle of that front. So what we need is we need 2 of those, and then we need a spine at 1 inch. So with this, I will pick, actually I won't use that. I've got this lovely old music book. So I will find some pages. I'm not too worried about the words. They will get covered. So we'll get 1, something that looks a little bit busy, that's got a bit of 2, busy, that's got a bit of interest there, so that's, I don't need that anymore. Glue stick, yes I did bring that in. Right, so easiest way I find instead of going on the music sheet is just use my glue stick. And we will pick some, what side we want. Try and square it up a bit. And that's it. Just let that aside to dry. So that's the base of 1 done. We'll just do the other. Can't have that on my new table, can we? Excuse me a minute. Maybe I need to get something to protect it. Right. Put this down. can see the lovely bush outside this craft room. Before I could see it, but not as much. So happy I've moved over. It's fantastic. Funny, one of the comments that I read was from a lady, and sorry, I've forgotten what your name was, so I should have gone back and had a look, from Canada, and she obviously likes the New Zealand accent, said that she could listen to me all day. I'm not quite so convinced on that, but hey, whatever rocks her boat, I guess. Right, now what we're going to do is just trim around the corners, because we want to fold these over. One. Two. And then I'm just going to trim down the side. Now when we get to that piece, when we actually come to doing the eyelets, I'm not going to sit here putting the eyelets in. I will tell you the measurements that I use, and by all means go ahead and do it, and then next time we're back we will carry on from there. It will just take too long, and to be honest, do you really want to see me put eyelets in? Probably not. Right. These really are simple to make once you know how. Just fold that over. I'll probably do some ephemera on here too for this journal. I won't make all the ephemera online. I just make it as I feel the urge to make it. I've got 3 dogs that need walking, and I come in here, try and come into the craft room every day after work, but it just depends what I've got on, really. And I know this week coming up is extremely busy, so we'll see how I go. At this stage though, I am hoping to do this series all online. I'll probably have a day somewhere where I might just do whatever I feel like doing. I know quite a few people do just what's on craft, what's on my desk type thing. Maybe I'll do that. I'm not really sure. I'll just fold that over. It's quite funny, I was actually stressing out about doing this on camera, but in saying that, I've got a friend in Dannyburg, Lou, and I used to always have her on Skype, and we'd just sit there and craft together and either talk or not talk, but it was nice having someone there. I've now got my neighbour living next to me that's sort of, I said to her the other day, would you like to make a journal? She's like, yeah. She doesn't want to get addicted to it, but we will see. But she's just making a normal 3 signature journal for now. Who knows, she might want to make one of these. Right, and that is the last one. Hope I'm not rambling too much. It feels like I need to talk, but I'm not really much of a talker. Right, let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. Get rid of that. So, there is your 3 pieces. what we will do is, I'll get my rubbish bin a bit closer so I don't have to lean over. What we will do is, we'll do this one first actually. What you need to do is pen, and now I can't find it. Right, so we will go, it's the top, this is the side, so you want the eyelets down there, so put an arrow so the eyelets go there, and you want the eyelets there, so put an arrow, just so you don't get confused, because what I'm going to do is swap them over. So we'll measure down each of these, and then we'll measure an inch, and then we'll just get a ruler and rule straight across. So I'll bring this big boy in. This is what I do most of my measurements off, and a ruler. I don't have a fancy mat like a lot of them do, and I don't feel like I need it, to be honest. Right, so 1/4 of an inch. 1/4 of an inch, and then line it up down here, 1/4 of an inch. And we're going to draw a line when I get my ruler. So, where was it? There and there. Draw a line. That's your first thing you have to do. Then we're going to just mark it over here every inch. Another inch. Another inch. My in focus. Yeah, that's good. I was just checking to make sure that everyone can see. I'll move it over a bit. Another inch, another inch, and another one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's 8 inches long. Right, so that's the first one. Then we'll do this little one. So we want a 1/4 of an inch, 1/4 of an inch, 1/4 of an inch, 1/4 of an inch. I suppose I don't have to mark it. I could probably do exactly what I'm doing now and line it up with the lines on here, but chances are I would muck it up, so we won't go there, because that ruler just about fits perfectly in there. Straight down. Oh, that one's got up by the looks of it. That one there, you don't have to measure your inches going down, so we'll put that to a side. And then we will do 1/4 of an inch, 1/4 of an inch. And then line it up so we've got an inch all the way down. All the way down, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 inches. Great. Put this to the side. Right, so just checking to make sure that that is all right. So what we're going to do is line these up, because I'm all about making things easy. And then what we're going to do is just go right across. This part is probably the fiddliest out of the whole lot, to be fair, but at least the eyelets look nice and even when you actually do put them in. So I hope I'm making it easy instructions for you all. Right, next thing. So you will need for this project 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 14. So two 14s, 28 eyelets. That's the downside of it. We're not going to go, and actually we will not do that first. What we will do is distress all around. I'd like to give a shout out to Pauline, actually, from down in Wellington Way. She was the one who originally got me into junk journaling and sent me a big box of goodies, and since then I haven't looked back. I went down 3 weekends ago with my daughter. She had an engagement party down there, so Pauline was kind enough to offer us a place to sleep. So my daughter went off to the engagement party. Myself and Pauline sat there and crafted. It was fantastic. Beautiful house, beautiful view, great company. Love to do it again. Right, so I will go through my thought process on this. This is one of the ephemera printouts. I really like her, so I'm going to use her as my topper. So I'll get her out. Not too worried if it's crooked, because I'll probably rough it up a bit anyway, make it look real steampunky. Oh, I must say, I've got the door to the hallway closed. I've got the bedroom door closed, or craft room door now. And man, it's hot in here. I think I'm going to have to get myself a little, I don't know, little fan or something. Right. So this is a Kaiser craft pad that I picked up the other day. So I just want to come through, because with a lot of mine I tend to tear a piece of paper and just put down the side, down there and down the side, and then build up my topper. So, and this is a fantastic pad. I'm so happy. The only thing is it's not double-sided, but hey, quite like that. Actually, to be fair, they would all go. This is going to be a tough decision, I would say. I think I'll do that one. That's going to come very handy for this project, I think. I will be using it quite a bit. Plonk it over there. Right, so what we will do is I just want to mark out. I really do need to get a pencil instead of using a pen all the time. Flip that over. So let's go about there. So I have by no means prepped for this. I'm pretty disorganised. So you'll just have to put up with me flipping around. But hey, if I tried to organise it, I'd probably still get it wrong. So yeah, so it was lovely to catch up with Pauline. I'm pretty much, I haven't been to any classes, or we don't really have that sort of thing here in New Zealand. Pretty much watched people on YouTube like all the normal culprits, Tracy Fox, Tina from Shabby Dabby Doodah, less than an inch. See, just about made a mistake. So this part here is going to be for the spine, so just less than an inch. I'm not too precious about it. And these, Gail's one I actually watch her religiously. Funnily enough, the person who said they like my voice, I feel the same way about Gail. I put her on at night time, and I actually fall asleep to her, so I need to go and re-watch them all the time, which is a little bit annoying, but I don't watch it to go to sleep. I actually do enjoy watching her videos. Yeah, right, so what we're going to do, tear that down so we can see some of the music paper. I'll keep that because I might use it later. And then I'm going to tear it down here. Just checking to make sure what words are on there, in case I have to cover any. And then we will chop just about that line. Yeah, right, ink that up. Sunday mornings. It's funny, when I first started getting into the habit of watching Gail, Sunday morning, I'd wake up, and the first thing I'd do is put the TV on in bed, and for Scrappy Saturday. So Scrappy Saturday gets watched on a Sunday morning here, and it's got to the stage where my partner's like, who are you watching? It's like, Gail. And he's like, oh, don't forget, you have to watch Gabby. Gabby's on soon, or Scrappy Saturday. So he always calls Gail Gabby. And it's just like, I've given up trying to correct him. But he's fantastic. He helped me organise the craft room. He supports me religiously with my crafting, which is always fantastic. Right. Put that on. So I'm not going to run these videos for a whole hour. Eventually I might, but to be honest, I think I would just find it kind of draining, and I just need to find my feet. The fact I'm even doing this is probably a bit of a miracle, to be fair. But it hasn't been too bad, I must admit. Just have to get used to talking to yourself, I guess. Get rid of that. Right, so that is those done. So I think It's just about ready for me to call it quits. At this stage, if you're crafting along with me, if you want to, you can go along and put your punches on, because I'm not doing that online. You all know how to use your is it crocodile or crocodile? I don't know, but just go along, and where the cross meets, punch your hole. So that will all go along there. Put your eyelets in, and then that will be ready to tie up. Next time we meet up, we'll do a topper, and then we will move back to getting the signatures. So the signatures get sewn in first before we put the topper on. But yeah, I think she will be stunning on there. I think she'll be absolutely stunning. Thanks, Emma, for this kit. Love it. So I hope you've all enjoyed it. I will be back as soon as I can to do the second part. We'll probably stretch it out into about 3 parts. We'll do the topper, we'll sew in the signatures, do the topper, and then we'll do a few pieces of ephemera to go in it. All right, you guys have a great day. Remember to subscribe if you're not a subscriber, like, and leave a comment. Let me know what you think. See ya. Have a great day.